So Prudence, we talked about the training and how important it is, and how we've both been through it, but one thing we didn't talk about was conferences. And this was something in my experience with Passive House early on, as I was struggling to understand everything. I went to two in succession, 2 years, two of the conferences, and they were phenomenal. I walked away from these conferences with confidence and better understanding that I could come back and apply to my projects. Okay, other people are doing it this way or that way, and whatnot. So tell us about what's happening on the conference scene. Unfortunately, I missed the last conference last year, and I'm sad about that. But how are the conferences going? What do you see in the future for the conference program?
So the conferences are going great. The last one we had right outside of Washington, D.C. in Silver Springs, Maryland was well attended. We actually sold out all the places available. And what's happening is that as the knowledge base grows and we've got more people implementing projects around the country and coming back with monitored data on projects that were built previous years, the caliber of the presentations is just getting better and better and better. And actually, we got feedback after the conference this year that we need to have now a separate track, because we're getting so deep into the science of what's happening that we need for folks that are just getting into Passive House to have a more introductory level. One of the great things that happened this year that I feel was a real good confidence builder for me was we had some folks from the general building science community in the States attend the conference. Some folks from Building Science Corp and Lawrence Berkeley Labs and the Department of Energy, and we even had some folks from the Fraunhofer Institute there and Oak Ridge National Lab. I think I might have already said that one. And they were just, they were so enthused and so taken aback, actually, by the caliber of the presentations and the speakers. So they felt like, hey, this is something we're going to tell our friends about. We want to come back again. And so, getting that kind of recognition from the building science community is really, it really feels good for the Passive House movement, because we've been pretty small to date.
That's right.
And I actually feel like, building science has an opportunity through Passive House to get back in the limelight like it once was more in the 70s. And really, when we're talking about getting to zero and getting to these very low energy buildings, it really is, when it gets down to it, it's all about the physics.
Sure.
Pure and simple.
It is. Well, I certainly noticed the difference, the two conferences. I'm thinking back as you're talking about it, the difference between the first conference and the second conference even was just an order of magnitude and of quality of presentation. So it looks like the track is nothing but bigger and better and more building science and so forth. So it's really exciting to see. And PHIUS wasn't the first one, was out in the woods in Wisconsin with 8 people or something, but it's fantastic to see this momentum build behind this. So yeah. I know that's terrific. Highly recommend that you attend one of these conferences.
Well, and it's just such a great way to connect with other folks around the country that are doing the same thing you're doing in different climate zones, and share your victories, share your challenges, come up with ways as a national community to overcome some of the obstacles to adoption.